I don't know if this came up for anybody, but it sometimes comes up for problem solvers as a challenging thing, where sometimes you hear the parties' positions and you think, okay, I know what the solution is. And we're 10 minutes into the mediation, and you as the mediator think, I know what the answer is, I know what the solution is. And you're not allowed to tell them. And I think there's good reason why you're not allowed to tell them, and it goes back to one of the things that Roger Fisher said in the video yesterday. People don't like to have solutions imposed on them, even good solutions. People are gonna like the solution a lot better if they're the ones coming up with the solution. And one of the tricks that I've done when I'm in a mediation as a self-identified problem solver is when I come up with a possible answer that I don't think it's a possible answer, I think it's the right answer, but when I come up with a possible answer, what I do is I physically write it down, because I think there's some value in just the physical writing it down. It takes some of the mental strain off. Because before I write it down, I'm reminding myself, don't forget, this is the answer, don't forget, this is the answer. And it's silly, I shouldn't be, but I am, and I can't get it in my head. Once I've written it down, I stop worrying about it. And then the next thing I can do with that is, I ask myself the question, what's the answer that this solution is solving? What's the question that this answer is solving? What question is this the answer to? And often, that's how I get the issue statement. And sometimes when I ask them the issue statement, they end up coming up with my solution. Sometimes they end up not coming up with my solution, and that's okay. Sometimes I then propose my solution. But I try not to get too connected to it or too tied to it. But I find that can be really helpful, just the idea of writing it down, so I don't feel like I need to keep remembering it and reminding myself.